Jai Hind students, welcome to science lecture of grade 7. Today we will discuss the concept of uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Before discussing this concept, let me summarize about the distance and the speed. Distance is the length of the actual path. Let us say body is moving. Whatever is its length, that length is given the name of distance. And what is the speed? The ratio of distance to the time taken is called the speed. Speed, it determines that whether a body is moving slow or fast. Now there is a device which is fitted in our vehicles. That device is called the speedometer. This device, it gives the speed, and odometer, it gives the distance covered. Both these devices are fitted in our vehicles. Now let's move to a very important concept. That concept is called the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. What is the meaning of the term uniform? Which is same. For example, students, they wear uniform in the school. What is the purpose of wearing uniform in the school? So that all students, they look same irrespective of their caste, creed and economic status. Now let's move to the term uniform motion. Now let's consider a body is moving in same direction and it is moving with the same speed, then its motion is called the say uniform motion. So let me define once again. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it moves with same speed in a particular direction. So this is the definition of the uniform motion, or you can say the motion in which the speed of a body remains the same along with its direction is also called the uniform motion. Let me give you an example. Let us say what we are given. I am giving you a data of time and distance. Let us say a body, it is at rest in the beginning. Here time is measured in second and distance is measured in meter. Let us say in the beginning the body is at rest. Now in 1 second body has covered 5 meter. In 2 seconds body has covered 10 meters. In 3 seconds body has covered 15 meter, and in 4th second body has covered 20 meter. In 5 seconds body has covered 25 second. In 6 second body has covered 30 meter, and in 7 seconds body has covered 35 meter. If I ask you what is the distance covered in the first second, you will say that the distance covered in the first second is 5 meter. And what is the distance covered in second? It is again 10 minus 5, it is again 5 meter. And what is the distance covered in third second? It is again 5 meter. There is a difference between 3 and third. Third means single second and 3 seconds mean all the 3 seconds. And what is the distance covered? 5 meter. Again in 5th second 5 meter. Again in 6th second 5 meter. Again in 7th second is 5 meter. If its direction of motion is remaining the same, I can say that this motion is the uniform motion. And there is another definition of the uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distances in equal intervals of the time however the small intervals may be, and body is moving in the same direction. I am repeating this definition once again. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it moves in the same direction such that it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, however the small may be time intervals. Now next one is non-uniform motion. What is the meaning of the term non-uniform motion? Whenever we are talking about the non-uniform motion, it means that a body is either changing its speed or changing its direction of motion, or both. So such a motion is the non-uniform motion. Let me explain once again. How can we define non-uniform motion? A body is said to be non-uniform motion if its speed is changing or direction is changing or both are changing. So let me write this definition for you. A body is said to be in non-uniform motion if its speed is changing or direction is changing or both are changing. Then what this is? This is the say non-uniform motion. Now, if I ask what are the examples of non-uniform motion? For example, when you start from your home to the school, what happens? The bus, it changes its speed, sometimes it stops, and sometimes it changes its direction of motion whenever it is taking turns. So what that motion is? That motion is the non-uniform motion. Another example is the motion of the bob of simple pendulum. It is again non-uniform motion because its direction keeps on changing and also there is change in its speed. And what is the other example of this? When you take a slide, what happens? There is change in your speed. Again, it is the example of non-uniform motion. Let us say when you are on the swings, what happens? You move like this. There is change in the speed. At this point, speed become minimum, and here speed become maximum, and here minimum. So in this way, what happens? You move. So such a motion is the say non-uniform motion. Next is the say uniform motion. Let me say give examples of the uniform motion. Now what are the examples of the uniform motion? The examples of the uniform motion are body is moving in same direction with same speed. For example, motion of an aeroplane. Let us say an aeroplane is flying with the same speed in the same direction. Let us say there is a smooth road and a car is moving straight with the same speed. Such a motion is the uniform motion. Now let me define two terms. One is graph, another one is line graph. What do you mean by the term graph? You have drawn a number of graphs. So how can you define the graph? So what the graph is? Graph means the pictorial representation of data. Is called graph. You might have seen the graph of demand and supply, but whenever we are making the graph of demand and supply, we don't need figures of such type. We are explained by means of the some pictures. Now second graph is the line graph. What is the meaning of the term line graph? Line graph, it means that the graphical information in which information is presented with the line. So how can we define the line graph? So line graph is defined as the graph in which information is presented with a line, right? So that graph is called the line graph. Today I am going to draw the line graphs for uniform motion and for the non-uniform motion. Now listen students, look at this table that we have drawn in very early in the beginning, time and the distance. So this is the graph of distance time graph. Now if I ask you to draw this distance time graph, how you will draw? It is very easy. First of all of you mark or draw two lines perpendicular to one another like this in your notebook. No need of the graph paper. Let us say this as the x-axis and this line as the y-axis. Remember, there should be an angle of 90 degree between these two lines, and this point is called the origin. Now here time is given 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second, 7 second. With the help of the scale, what you do? You mark the points which are 1 centimeter away from one another. Let us say these points, they are 1 centimeter away from one another. So what I have drawn, these points which are 1 centimeter from one another. So I am marking at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here what I am representing? I am representing time, and in bracket I have written S. It means here time is in seconds. And along the y-axis I am representing distance, and distance I will represent in meter. If you say that along y-axis we want to take the length of 1 meter. 1 meter is a very large distance that is not possible to be drawn on this page. So what we do? We opt for a scale, in such a scale that 1 centimeter it will represent 1 meter along y-axis. And what is the scale on the x-axis? 1 centimeter equals to 1 second along x-axis. So now what you do? You mark 1 centimeter at this point. So if I represent 1 centimeter and you are saying 5, 10, 15, so 30 centimeters is a very big distance. So instead of taking as the 1 meter, I am saying that let's say it represents 5 meter. So 1 centimeter equals to 5 meter. So again this will represent 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter, 20 meter, 25 meter, 30 meter, 35 meter. Right? Now here at 0, 0, so what I am saying that let us say this point is 0, 0. Now at 1 the distance is 5. At 2, just on the 2 mark a point which represents at 2 second 10 is the distance. At the 3 again it is the 15 second. So in this way you have to join all these points. Now let us say at the 4, how much is the distance covered? It is 20 second. And at 5 distance covered is 25 second. At 6, how much is the distance covered? 30 second. At the 7, how much is the distance covered? 35 second. So this is 35. Let me give an example. Let us say if I am considering about this if I'm considering about this 15 second, so what does this is the point which represent 3 centimeter and 15 second. Now what I will do, I will join these all these points and I will get a straight line. So what this is the say, this is the graph of uniform motion. How we can, if I ask draw the distance time graph of uniform motion, how I will draw? If I say draw distance time graph for uniform motion, graph for uniform motion. Don't worry, no need of the graph paper, simply mark the two lines which are perpendicular to one another. Along x-axis write time and along y-axis write the distance. Just draw a straight line. So what this is the say, this is the graph for uniform motion. If I say draw the graph for non-uniform motion, what will be the graph for the non-uniform motion? Listen, in the graph for the non-uniform motion, the graph is a curved line. So here I am representing distance, I am representing time, now why this shape is curved? The distance time graph, it will be a curved line, it will not be a straight line, because either speed is changing or direction is changing or the both are changing. So let me tell you why I am getting this shape. Let me give you an example of the distance time. So let us say you are given a condition in which how the distance and time, distance is in meter and time is measured in second. Let us say both are at rest in the beginning. After 1 second it covers 10 meter. After 2 seconds it slows down and it covers 15 meter. After 3 seconds it covers 25 centimeter meter. After 4 seconds it covers 30 meter, and in 5 seconds it is covering 50 meter, and in 6 seconds it has just covered 2 meter. So let me ask you, now in the first second how much the distance is covered? 10 meter. In the second how much is the distance covered? 5 meter. And in the third second how much is the distance covered? It is again 10 meter. And in the fourth second how much is the distance covered? It is again 5 meter. And in the fifth second how much distance is covered? It is 20 meter. And in the sixth second how much distance is covered? It is 2 meter. If I draw this graph, what you will find? Again, let us say this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Mark 6 points which are at a distance of 1 centimeter from one another. This is O, means origin. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The separation between these points is 1 centimeter. And here also mark the points, 6 points which are at a 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here it is up to 52, let us say, and along y-axis, what I am saying, what scale I have to take? Let us say this is the scale, and along y-axis what I'm taking 1 centimeter, it equals to 10 meter, and along x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 1 second. So this is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second, 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter, 60 meter, and here I am writing distance. In bracket I am writing meter. So what does it mean? Distance is represented in meter, and here I am representing time, which is in second. So now what I am going to do, points. Let us say this is the point which represent 1 second 10 meter, in the 2 second 15 meter. Let us say this is the point of the 15 meter in the middle of 10 and 20, at the 3 second 25, in the middle of 10 and 30 it is 25. Now 4 second 30, let us say this is the 4 second, it is the 30. Now in the 5th second it is 50, directly move to the 50. In the 6th second 52. If I join all these points, what will happen? I will find that this graph is not a straight line, it is a curved line. With this, your chapter is over, and you have to attempt the all questions which are given in the exercise. Definitely I will give the answers. First you try to do yourself, try to write it in your own language, so that you can develop your own concept. And I would like to take your test in the next lecture. Questions given in the tests, they will be entirely based on my lecture, and I expect all the students, they will express their views, their points in their own language. Thank you very much and have a nice day.